not a regular haunt for the Premier League preview show. Its skyscrapers and yellow cabs are famous the world over. And we know it's a city forever on the move. But did you also know it's the home of arguably the unluckiest group of football fans on the planet? Newcastle United's very unofficial fan club is alive and well and living in the Big Apple, despite the fact that this particular group of adopted Geordies haven't seen a single game. Not for want of trying, mind you. In fact, they've made the transatlantic pilgrimage to St James's Park on 3 occasions. Unfortunately for them, every single game has been postponed at the last minute. But just to prove that true fans never give in, they travelled to England again last weekend to see their beloved team entertain Arsenal. The only trouble was, of course, that game had been postponed as well. The Gunners had the small matter of an FA Cup semi-final to deal with. So a lot of travelling with nothing to show but a wall of souvenirs.
Over here I have a signed Alan Shearer jersey that I got last time I was over there with the missing of the Southampton game. Over here I have another signed, this is from the Ipswich game, with the same cast of characters. Right here I have a signed autograph with Alan Shearer.
This unlucky bunch play in a Manhattan amateur league for the Central Park Rangers, a team not quite up to the standards of Newcastle. It's all about fun, though, and of course in New York there's only one way to celebrate a victory: in style.
How much do you figure you spend travelling to England?
Do we have to get in that subject?
Let's see. This trip is going to be a little bit more expensive, of course, but I spend probably about anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000, depending on how cheap I get the tickets.
Each time?
Each time.
So we're looking at possibly $8,000.
Yes.
And you haven't seen a single game?
No, I haven't.
A high price indeed. Almost as high as the price of infamy in the city that never sleeps.
That's my number.
This time, the guys meant business, and with Central Park Rangers fullback Tommy Acadino along for the ride for the first time, the boys were Newcastle bound for the 3rd time unlucky. But things were slightly different. The club had pulled out all the stops last weekend for their most unfortunate fans, some recompense for a wasted journey of nearly 4,000 miles.
I think they're nuts, or?
No, I think they're great. Yeah, well, they are nuts, we know that. We know that, but they have a passion for Newcastle United, and it's lovely to see them here. I've met Jim and quite a few of the lads here, Mark, etc. They've been across, and I've had a good time with them, of course, and it's been a pleasure for me to take them around St James's Park, because they have the same sort of passion I do.
After the stadium tour, it was off to the top floor of St James's Park's news stand, where the club laid on lunch in the Magpie Room. A quick peek behind the scenes at the corridors of power, and a meeting with the club secretary followed.
They've had some luck, these guys, haven't they?
They have. I mean, it's been very unfortunate for them. I just can't believe that they've actually been that unfortunate, because we've only really had, in the past, 1 game postponed in the last 10 years, maybe. It's just that things have happened. Arsenal getting into the semi-finals, bingo, that one's gone as well. It's incredible.
Then to the training ground and an impromptu meeting with some real Geordie legends.
Well, once is bad enough, twice is worse, and 3 times is unbelievable.
Or foolish, or whatever.
Yeah. I'm not having that one. No, I'm just touching up for luck, So,
There you go.
just touching for luck, but because these fellas will do anything, you know. They take a stab at me with a cup, and you can imagine.
Yeah.
You can imagine what will be in the papers tomorrow. Big head and all that. Yeah, I mean it's actually on this big old trumpet. Yeah. And we've got permission to get together the way up.
Yeah.
Really? Well, now when we won the FA Cup, Ipswich, I kept the FA Cup under my bed. I took it out one night to a fate and kept it in the bed.
This is awesome.
Love it. It's a beautiful cup.
It's gorgeous.
That's what Man United, play for.
Exactly. Hopefully next year.
Nice, eh? Very nice indeed. Alan, just have a look at that, Alan.
If you can just stand in the middle.
Oh, relax, all right?
Yeah,
Justine and Arm and Alan shoulders there, lads.
And finally, they did actually manage to see Newcastle play.
Incredible, great day. It's truly amazing.
What's been the highlight?
Probably carrying the Premiership trophy. And then second meeting Bobby Robson and Alan Shearer.
A trip to remember for many reasons. And of course, when in Newcastle, there's only one way to drown the disappointment of yet another postponed game.